Hello lovelies, long time no see. Today's reading is going to be on what compliments do you receive behind your back. As always, the intention is for the highest good of all and harm to none. So let's get into things. Run it up. Run it up. What compliments does the viewer receive behind their back? We got the Eight of Swords, the Star, Death, and Rebirth. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Pentacles. Let me show you your cards. So the compliments that you receive behind your back is all about your evolution and your transformation. In the past, you might have been a very fearful person, very anxious, like worrisome, and I feel like people might have assumed that you were always going to be stuck in that energy, stuck in your head, stuck in this stagnancy, stuck in this turmoil that you internally kind of created for yourself, if that makes sense. But as you see in this imagery with the Eight of Swords and the Star, the rope that it's tying her up, it's now setting her free. So I feel like you've kind of found the root cause of that angsty energy that you were feeling for so long, and now you are turning it around and allowing yourself to understand that you've already been through the hardest part, and that since you've been through all of that struggle, things are going to be a lot easier for you to cope with, a lot easier for you to handle. And I feel like people are just amazed at how much you've transformed from this negative person into this positive, optimistic energy where you know that you deserve the best, you know that you're going to get exactly what you want, and you know that you're going to succeed. One way or another, it's going to happen to you because of your intentions, because of the person that you are. And with Death and Rebirth, you've made a lot of sacrifices. Maybe you've cut a lot of people off, cut off this job, cut off this environment, stopped hanging around these people because they were keeping you stuck in this old timeline, this old program of who you are not anymore. And so people are really amazed with how much work you've truly put in with the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, and taking the time to just do what you need to do in order to get yourself right. Get it right, get it right, get it tight, get it right. Don't know what song that is, but look up the lyrics if you're into it. But yeah, I feel like this really comes from the inner work that you've done. Five of Wands, clarifying the Eight of Swords. Look at this. That chaotic environment that you were in was keeping you in your head, was keeping you stuck, keeping you thinking that things are never going to get better for me, or I don't deserve this, I don't deserve love, I don't deserve whatever, right? And so with you removing yourself from this environment and learning to do something new, and allowing yourself to feel foolish, allowing yourself to feel like a beginner, it is allowing you to excel any expectation that anyone has had for you, even yourself. Let's clarify the Star. What compliments? The Ten of Cups. Yeah, you're happy now. You found this safe space within yourself, and I think it's just astonishing to people to see how distraught you used to be, and how you are happy with the simplest things, with the simplest life. It doesn't take much for you to be happy nowadays. You're very grateful for what you have. You're grateful for the company that you have, and making sure that, again, you are in these environments. Making sure that the layout is correct for you. That you are in these environments that are comforting for you and that build you up, rather than these competing environments around people who just constantly trigger you, constantly stir up this drama, this trauma. That is not where you're at anymore with the Three of Wands. They're complimenting you on how you turn your back on the past and how you are expansive now. You know that the possibilities for you are endless. And you're not going to let anyone hold you back to who you used to be. Baby, that chapter is dead and gone, period. Okay, what is Death? And then we'll get the closing message for you, my love. If this is resonating for you, please like, comment, share, and follow this account for more content. And I also have longer readings on YouTube. 555 on the clock right now. That's your sign, baby. Yes, we have the Tower, clarifying Death and Rebirth. Bottom of the deck, the Five of Pentacles. People thought you were going to be down and out. They thought you were going to be down and out forever. But little do they know, you really shook this shit up. You are the catalyst for change, and the amount of depth that you have now is astonishing to people. And it doesn't take much for this to rub off on your inner circle or the people that you inspire. Like, just by being you and your true authentic self and speaking about your values and your beliefs is really transforming other people's lives as well as your own. This is really beautiful. Let's get your closing messages, my love. Okay. What compliments does the viewer receive behind their back? Let's get 2 cards. I'm feeling 2 cards. Yes, like I just said, we have storyteller, ability to experience and express life through stories and symbols. Is that not what I just said 30 seconds ago, babe? And then we got virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. Yes. Yes, people see you as this pure-hearted energy now, and I feel like you were allowing your surroundings and your environment in the programming that you had from your childhood to keep you in this like hostile energy, or it was like you were just so angry, and it's like you've gone in to really figure out who you are. I'm not this angry person. I'm not mean. I'm not reactive. I'm not competitive towards other people. You know, I have the best intentions, and just because I had this rough chapter of my life or I did some things that I wish I didn't does not mean that I'm not pure, and does not mean that I cannot return back to those pure intentions and making sure that you are maintaining this energy. Like I said, you are doing anything and everything to maintain this energy, and you are not fucking around. You are not fucking around. You are protecting your peace at all costs, and you're also sharing your story and your testimony with people, and that's what they're complimenting you on, is your bravery, your courage to stand out there and to expose yourself and let people know what it is and how much you've changed and how they can change for themselves. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you next time.